Heads. The second thing, of course, is employee engagement. And we've talked a little bit about that already, but I just wanted to give you some facts. I did at the beginning, but here's one more. Sears said a 5% increase in our employee engagement led to a 1.8% increase in customer loyalty and a 0.5% increase in financial results. Doesn't matter, but think about the size of Sears. All I'm saying is engagement equals an increase in the bottom line, whatever that means to your organization. Getting people more engaged. So I wanted to give you a tool. I thought if I could give you one tool that you could use right away to engage people in your organization, then I've done what I tried to do this morning with you as leaders and potential leaders. Again, I don't know, we did skip a page if you're looking, because I think we did those at the beginning, what you're looking at now. But anyway, I think your customers have two mountains to climb. Let me tell you a story. In another lifetime, and I don't mean a Shirley MacLaine other life, I mean another work life, I was a manufacturer's rep. Doesn't matter what that is. But the factory for whom I worked decided to get creative. And one year, instead of bringing us to the factory to see the new line of goods, they took us on an outward bound experience. Anybody familiar with outward bound? Dan, anybody? What is it? How do you explain it? What is it?
Outdoor adventure of some kind?
Yeah, it's like an outdoor wilderness adventure, and it's always based around team building and leadership, and it's based around an activity depending on where in the world it's held. The one we went to was in Leadville, Colorado. It was based around rock climbing. Now understand something. I have never in my life had an ambition to climb a rock. It was one of those things where the company said, be there, and you had to show up. Kind of like some of you this morning. But anyway, so they spent the first 4 or 5 hours with us training us on how to climb rocks and safety and everything else. After lunch, they took 4 of us out and they put us at the base of a sheer 90-foot rock face and said, you're going to climb to the top. Now, this may not sound like a lot of rock to some of you, but this is 9 stories of sheer rock. And I need more of an incentive than some guy telling me to climb the rock. So I remember turning to Craig on my left. I said, Craig, I'll bet you $25 I can get there first. He said, you're on. But I forgot about the other 2 guys. Other guy said, wait, I'm in. Other guy said, wait, I'm in. So now it's 9 stories of rock and $100 worth of rock. There's an incentive here. Now, each one of us has a guide from Outward Bound. I'll never forget Joe. Joe was my guide, because at that point, Joe whispered in my ear. He said, Jeff, for $50, I'll get you there first. I think this is what the brochure meant about team building, right? I said, safe and first, Joe, you're on. He said, here's what you do. Don't let the others see. Right there at about 2.5 feet, do you see that little ledge sticking out? I said, I see it. He said, when you start, stick your right foot on that ledge. And see this rock right here at eye level? He said, grab that rock with your right hand. I've done this 1,000 times before. Next, he said, and here's the key, Jeff. At about 13 or 14 feet, do you see that branch sticking out without any leaves on it? I said, I see it. He said, it doesn't look like it'll hold your weight. Grab that branch, pull yourself up. I've done this 1,000 times before. Next. And so verbally, he walked me up the whole face of the rock. Somebody yelled, go. I put my foot at 2.5 feet. I grab the rock. I pull myself up. I'm on my way. I go to grab that branch at 13, 14 feet. I can't reach it. No matter what I do, I can't reach it. And every time I try, he starts to yell at me. You know, grab the stupid branch. I said, Joe, I can't. I'm going to die. I'm 2.5 feet off the ground. I have 1 foot on the ground, and I'm going to die. But it's my perspective. So as I'm reaching for the branch, I keep rubbing my knuckles against a rock that's sticking out. So instinctively, I grab the rock, pull myself up. It holds my weight. As I do, he yells at me again. No, 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 that's not right. I said, it's right for me, Joe. I grab something. I goes, no, you can't win that way. He yelled at me the entire way up the face of the rock. Left hand ready. Did I make it to the top? Absolutely. Did I win? Absolutely not. I'm still bitter about that, actually. But it taught me a lesson that I got to share with you. It's this. I have to believe that Outward Bound has given me the right tools, the ropes, they call them the belays and everything else. Then I have to believe that my goal of getting to the top of the rock truly is the goal. But as long as I use the tools they give me and the goal doesn't change, who cares how I get there? Part of being an effective leader and engaging people is being able to say, here are the tools, here's the goal, tell me the way to get there.